My people, wonder they say shall never end. Allegedly, they said the assignment that the gods gave to Igby have humbled Igby to the core, to the point that people are even suspecting her good gesture. Yes, because you know that there is a way that someone will be behaving. The moment she changed and decided to do something better with her life, people might not believe her at first. They will be doubting if this is truly coming from this kind of person. We all know that while Igby was in the palace, am I saying that she's no longer there? No, I'm not saying that. But it's beginning to look like she have been scarce. Those of you who are observant will notice that most cases Igby is not coming out with the other Oloris, or those period that she used to go with the king always. Things have changed. We have not been seeing her. People have even started asking, what about Igby, this, that. According to the information, they say she have been busy going from place to place to save her son, who have been very sick. So, the Ofarende Ritual, which will be happening on 29th of this month, according to the information reaching us. Remember that we do not live in the palace, so these are all alleged information. So, according to what we heard, they said they are preparing to carry out this Ofarende Ritual by 29. And the essence of carrying this Ofarende is to conclude what the king and the queen have been doing over some time now. You know, all of these rituals, this ritual, that. And that is because of the way that the jewel left the palace. So, and the elders and everyone involved have insisted that before they will be seen together again, all those rituals must be done. Remember that first day we saw them in Akure, the day that the king opened Ojaja Park. They said that caused the king so much trouble that if not that he is a strong king, they would have used the opportunity to dethrone him and all of that, due to the fact that he was seen with the jewel. But if you guys notice very well, the jewel wasn't too close to the king. The only time she came to the king was when she was trying to help the son pack his money, and when she was whispering something to the king, or is it the king that was whispering to her? But if they were seated side by side, I think that is when they will use it against him, if it is against their culture. But the way they were seated, that day tells you that the king knows what he is doing. Yes, even though he loves the queen, but he is still trying to keep their culture and tradition in order. So, but they said that caused him so much problem. And that is why ever since then, you have not seen them again. It's not as if he's not seen them, but they cannot be seen together in the public unless that ritual, this final Ofarende Ritual, is being done. I just pray that at the end of this Ofarende Ritual, they will not come up with another ritual. Because when they were talking about the full moon ritual, we all thought that maybe after the full moon ritual that everything will be settled and they will start seeing them together again. But after that, they brought up this Ofarende issue again. I don't know. All I do know is that when God says it is time for her to return back, nothing will stop it. No ritual will stop. No elder will stop it. Even if any other want to speak, the gods will make that elder deaf and dumb so that he will not be able to speak. So Igby, who have been fighting with everything she got to ensure that the jewel did not return, is now the same person whom we are hearing that she brought 140 pieces, as in tubers of yam, to support the movement. According to the information, they said she is saying that she is really in support of the jewel's return, that anything they want her to do in order to ensure that the jewel returns, that she is ready. And a lot of people are saying, Igby, are you ready because your son's condition is not the way you expected it? Yes, in as much as there was a time they said Igby went to the Lekki mansion and begged the jewel to intervene, of which they said she did, because they said she went to the palace and met with the king, begging the king to do anything he can to save the son, that the son is innocent. You cannot allow the son to die because of the mother's evil deeds and all of that. So, and they said the king did something then that made the child to get better. But after some time of the girl, of the child getting better, information have it that it started again. And only then they said Adetutu advised Igby when she met her in the palace that, look, if you go from here to there, no matter how far you go, that nothing will happen unless you confess. That it's only your confession that will save this boy's life. So that was how they said Igby started confessing. Igby started confessing, both old and new, you know, exposing everybody, exposing Ebony, exposing gospel. That is still causing serious problem for gospel right now, because they said the king have told the gospel, no matter where you go to, what you do for me in this palace, don't even come close to my chambers again. And it has been causing so much problem. But Igby does not care. The only thing that matters to Igby right now is for the jewel to return, and her son will be fine. So when she brought 140 tubers of yam, saying that this is to show her support, that she is happy, and if there's anything they want her to do more, that she is willing to do it without fear or favor, they said a lot of people were surprised. They were surprised. See how the mighty have fallen, because Igby, there was a time Igby was the mighty in that palace, when she was the one saying what will happen and what will not happen. Even when she said over her Bible, I'm wondering, is if Igby still living, because she said over her Bible, and for her to be supporting this, unless she have any evil intention. If not, have she died? That is what I'm asking. Oh. Because when someone said over her body, and at the end of the day she did not buy, and she is supporting the same thing she said over her body, will it happen? You need to ask certain questions, because we don't know. Did she cry on one of the occasions that she went to look for the solution to her son's problem? Did she cry? Is it her ghost that is bringing the 140 tubers of yam? These questions need to be answered though, because let's know where or what we are doing and all of that. Some people, when they are making certain statements, they will be making it as if they are fully in charge. When the person that brought you to the palace wants the jewel back, and you that you are a wife, they can tell you tomorrow, I don't want to marry you again, you can go. And there is nothing you can do about it. You open your mouth to say over your body, will this person come back? Even when you see that the person that brought you in wanted that person to come back, and you're saying over your body. And now, the situation have humbled you, have even forced you to fight for the person's return. Wow. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing. If the information is true, I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media, and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.